Hey everyone, okay, so today we're going to be talking about how to get your skincare to last you a very, very long time. I have no problem buying and spending money on skincare. I have a problem if something costs £50 and it lasts me a month. I have a problem with that because I can't justify £600 a year on a single product. You know, it would have to be a miracle. Now, there are lots and lots of talk about skin layering and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to speak to a couple of dermatologists that I know and ask them about all things skin, and also because Drunk Elephant and Paula's Choice both recommend mixing all your skincare ingredients in the palm of your hand and then applying them to your face. So I wanted to double check this as well and ask a couple of dermatologists, and they all agreed that just mixing whatever it is you're mixing in the palm of your hand, applying it as a cocktail and then to your face is a marvelous idea. Now, there's no issues with pH levels or anything like that because the pH of a product doesn't alter immediately, so you don't have to worry about that. The other thing to think about is the only time this isn't a good idea is if the product is basically just water, because that's kind of hard to mix as well. And the other thing is, if it's a very specific treatment like benzoyl peroxide, you don't want to mix that in with your cocktail in your palm and then apply that all over your face. Benzoyl peroxide tends to work better when it's applied and left to dry. Then you can apply stuff over it if you want. So let me give you an example. So this is an exfoliant. It's by Paula's Choice, and it is the 8% alpha hydroxy acid lotion. There's 100 ml in here. This lasts approximately, if you use it neat, 100 days or so. If you apply it as a cocktail, this will last you nearly a whole year. And what you're doing is, the way I like to think of it, because I don't need to or choose to go all the way down my neck and onto my chest with products. So what I do is I pick the products that I know that I need. So I need an exfoliant. I absolutely need moisture. So marula oil, Drunk Elephant, the best of the marula oils. I need that. I need a really, really good moisturizer. This is all nighttime work because I don't believe in skincare in the day. I believe in protecting the skin in the day, and I believe in treating the skin at night. So need a really good moisturizer for the evening. You then might want to add stuff like other serums and peptides or niacinamide or collagen, whatever it is that you want to use. And then when I've got my mixture, I apply a treatment product, so azelaic acid. So this is prescription strength azelaic acid. So I pop a little bit of that in, all into my palm, mix it up and apply it all over my face. Because I'm applying different mixtures, I'm able to use, instead of like a full pump of product, I can use a tiny amount of product there. And when I've mixed everything in, it creates this incredible cocktail of products. And because I'm using so little of each, so it's a tiny bit of this, 2 drops of that, a little fraction of a pump of this, tiny bit of this, because you're creating this incredible concoction, you're getting more and more volume from the products and they're lasting you a long time. This is a full bottle of the marula oil, 30 mils. This is still going, okay? And it is nowhere near empty. This is going to last me over a year. This moisturizer, which is 50 mils, this is going to last me, I would estimate, about 5 months. I love mixing a cocktail because I can treat the skin that I'm seeing today and tomorrow rather than the skin that I had 2 months ago. So if I need more hydration, I can add more emollients and oils. If I'm having issues with my skin, I can add more azelaic acid or not benzoyl peroxide, or beta hydroxy acids or alpha hydroxy acids or prescriptions. Depends on how I feel. I love mixing cocktails because it excites me that I can pick and choose the products that I want to use. And what excites me the most is that I'm getting value for money. I'm able to say, do you know what, I'm going to buy this because this is going to last me 5-6 months. I can justify that. That's an amazing thing for me because I don't want to be wasting money on skincare. Even if it really, really works, that I'm having to replace every single month. I want products that are going to last. And Drunk Elephant, I'm going to talk to you about Drunk Elephant at another time because I've been doing a whole, trial with them, so I will be discussing that at a later date. But I'm able to purchase products that have amazing reviews, that work beautifully, and that last me half a year or a year. I love it. I love it. So just remember, you can mix anything you want in the palm of your hand, but don't mix benzoyl peroxide. Apply that on its own and let it dry. If you're going to apply a prescription strength product, make sure you're very, very careful. Don't go on the eyelids with it or underneath, or right the way up to the lash line. Don't be silly with it. And if you're applying something that's very, very watery, like, a watery product, alpha hydroxy acid, like a Paula's Choice one, which is like a toner, you probably would be better off applying that first, and then you can mix and match as you go along. I bloody love it. What's really good about me, because my skin is very sensitive, that I'm able to include prescription strength products in my cocktail, receive the exact same benefits as if I'd applied it neat. But I don't get any irritation because I've got so many different other ingredients going on that are helping to ease you into the higher strength products. I love it. So anyway, there's information down there on my favorite moisturizers and exfoliants and all that kind of stuff, so you can have a look. But thank you for listening, and I hope this makes sense, and I hope it excites you that for those of us who want to spend money on products but can't justify a huge amount over the course of a year, this gives you the option of buying products that are going to work but are going to last a bloody long time. I love that. Thanks so much, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so if you made it to the end of this video, then we're here again with Wayne Talks. Welcome. So I wanted to just do this extra bit because it's something that I've seen happening recently, and it makes me a little bit sad. So I just want to kind of discuss it with you because people mean well, but it comes across sometimes not that great. So let me pop a little descaler in your think tank and see if it blows bubbles. It's very, very normal for human beings to question things. There's nothing wrong with questioning things. Now, we live in a day and age which I don't think is that great. And innocent questions are getting attacked incredibly harshly. And I saw it just recently on a video of mine where somebody very, very innocently asked the question, "Are you gay?" Nothing wrong with asking that question. Humans are inquisitive. It is not an offensive question. But the way that this girl or woman was attacked for asking this question was outrageous. Now, I know that people believe that they're doing a good thing. It's none of your business. What's it to do with you? You shouldn't ask. Shame on you. You're humans. Humans want to know and question things, and it's not offensive to be asked, "Are you gay?" That's not offensive. It's not offensive to me. I am gay. I am not offended by that. And you don't need to be offended for me. It isn't offensive to ask a question. There are lots of ways to be offensive by using derogatory words or anything like that and meaning them. But to ask a simple question, I think is perfectly okay to ask that. We want to know things. We're inquisitive. And I think it's perfectly okay. So if you see comments and people asking perfectly normal things, just questioning, and you can see it's just a question, it's an innocent question, it isn't an attack. And we're so sensitive. I always think people are looking for trouble where there is no trouble. And I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Years and years ago, when I first started on YouTube, you would have somebody, you get comments like, "Do you wear makeup every day? Do you wear that outside?" Questioning, right? Because you've got eyeshadow on, right? And you're a man, so they're questioning it. "Do you wear that every day? A man wearing makeup? Question mark, exclamation mark." Now you don't see that on comments because people are too frightened to say anything because they know that people are going to jump on them. And I don't necessarily think that that is a better way than before, because you're just, there are always going to be unpleasant people asking and saying unpleasant things. But "Do you wear makeup every day? Question mark isn't offensive. It hurts my feelings when I see nice people asking an innocent question and being torn asunder by people that believe that they're sticking up for your rights when it's okay to ask that question. It really is. We don't have to be so sensitive about it. It's okay. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.